Welcome to another episode of Academy TV, where we're talking about mistakes to avoid as a new wedding planner. When you first start out as a planner, it can seem like the most daunting thing in the world. It's like when you take your car out on the road after passing your driving test for the first time. It's scary and you wish your driving instructor was still sat beside you. Well, it's a bit like that for our students when they leave the safety of the academy and our team of tutors. So, I thought it might be helpful to talk you through some of the pitfalls made by new planners to help you avoid falling into the same trap. So, the first tip I've got for you is get business insurance. I cannot tell you how important this is or stress enough how much you need to make sure you are properly insured for your business. Would you drive your car without car insurance? I don't think so. Do you have building and contents insurance for your house? I would imagine the answer to that is yes. Well, your business is no different. As a planner or designer, there are two types of insurance that you should have as standard to avoid any nasty surprises: public liability insurance and professional indemnity insurance. Price your services to make money. You're running a business, not a charity. Whilst you need to get experience before you start your business, once your business is up and running, you should price your services accordingly. You need to take your time, your marketing, phone costs, etc. If you don't price correctly, you'll soon find you're working for less than minimum wage. Know your niche. Who is your target market? And no, the answer is not professionals who are too busy to plan their own wedding. In order to attract the right type of client, you need to know who you are marketing your services to. Are you a destination wedding planner? Do you specialise in organising festival weddings? Is vintage your thing? You get my drift. This is a massive subject, but not all brides are made equal, and being a generic planner won't help win you clients. Make sure you have a contract. Many new wedding planners have told me stories of brides they wish they had asked to sign a contract. They didn't do it because there seemed like there wouldn't be any problems. Then they ended up not getting paid. You need to put your service and payment terms in writing so your client knows exactly what she is getting and when and how much she owes you for your services. Professional wedding planners use contracts and brides expect it. Don't lie about your experience. The biggest no-no as a new planner is to lie about the amount of experience you have. Whilst you will probably never be asked outright, how long have you been a wedding planner, you shouldn't mislead your clients either. Don't make up stories about amazing events you've planned if you haven't actually planned them. Focus on your abilities and show your potential client how you can use those abilities to plan a fabulous event for them. Make them believe in you and the question of experience won't arise. It's not your wedding. As a wedding planner, you need to take your own opinions and likes and dislikes completely out of the picture. At some point, you will be called upon to plan a wedding that you just don't like. And whether it's the colours, the style or the theme, you have to be able to put aside the fact that you think a circus-themed wedding is an awful, awful thing to do and make sure the bride and groom have the exact wedding that they've always dreamed of. Don't use photos from your own wedding. Nothing screams amateur or newbie quite as much as using your own wedding photos on your website. Whilst stock images aren't ideal, you can certainly use those as an option, but the best thing you can do is to create your own styled shoot. This will do several things, but most importantly, it will give you images of your own to use as well, and it will also give potential clients an insight into your style. It will help you to start working with local suppliers and give you a network of other professionals to turn to. Keep it real. Whilst stock images are fine to use, don't try and pass them off as your own images. Keep the images fairly generic, using photos of details like the tablescape and elements such as flowers, rather than of bridal couples. The same goes for the styled shoot. Whilst these images are taken from a shoot you've been a part of, they are not from a wedding or event you've planned for a client. You've had hours to set up these images and they've been styled within an inch of their life. Be honest with your client and don't give them false expectations. Don't undercut your competition. Playing the price game is dangerous and you'll soon get a reputation in the industry, and it won't be a good one. Apart from anything else, it devalues the service of planners in general. If one planner is charging a ridiculously low price for their planning services, whilst others are charging an average price, it doesn't work. There is plenty of work for everyone, but undercutting others is not the way to go. Don't mystery shop other planners. Whilst research is obviously key to your new business, what you should never do is approach your competition and pose as a potential client to get information out of them. Most established planners are happy to help those coming into the industry, and they'll willingly give you advice and guidance, so don't abuse their good nature. It's a waste of their valuable time, and it won't win you any friends in the industry. So there you have it. There are our top tips on helping you to avoid the pitfalls of what happens to new wedding planners.